All right. This was a bloody, bloody day. But yo, dude, I gotta tell you, worked out beautifully for me. As far as trading, I was a little distracted today, but I had set up some trades last week for an expiration of today, expecting it to close below 42.40. It certainly did, and paid off nicely. Going to turn this month into a really good month, and it's only the first week of this month. So this is what it's about, baby. This is why we do this. Um, so anyway, we have this really strong move down. If we turn around, we could get a trend reversal. This seems like an overreaction to oil and maybe get a push. So, I mean, that's what we're going to look for. I'm kind of feeling like we're going to see a hammer tomorrow, but we'll keep our eye out for that. Hopefully, if you look at this trend line on my Mac Daddy, won't break that. Oh, by the way, subscribe, hit the bell, hit the like. I really appreciate all that stuff. And let's carry on. Worst case scenario, we could be heading for these targets I have. Oh, oh, there you go. It just spanned out of it. Hold on. Let me get myself together here. Um, so, what the fuck? Um, so we're looking at, I think we could be looking at that 3909 mark. We might be pushing down. I don't think we're going to head straight down to that because we've been making the new lows and then bouncing off. So we'll probably, maybe we'll go to that 4020 and then come up, make a lower high. Yeah, obviously in a bear market on the daily, um, we just, if we are in a bear market, then our next move is going to be breaking the 414. Yep, I think we're in a bear market, but this could be an overreaction to oil, and find a bottom. I mean, you still just have to keep your eye open for the bottom. I mean, the economy's good. If everybody's anticipating a recession here, I think it's way too early to make that anticipation. We just got to settle into what's going on with Russia, and I think this is an overreaction to some uncertainty about oil, and that's pretty much how I'm going to look at it until I feel I need to revisit that theory. So that's the SPX. Bitcoin. Still in this pennant. So I'm just staying neutral. We know it fills gaps, so we keep that in mind, and we could trade on those gap fills. But right now, I'm just staying neutral until it breaks this pennant on the daily. Um, you could see the trend reversal right here on the 60 minute, and it broke that. That would have been a trade. I believe we discussed that at the morning meeting. So if you would have taken that trade, you would have done quite nicely. The break was at 38,475. You would have picked up about 1,000 points. So if you're trading that, that would have been a nice move. And these are the futures that I'm looking at, but nonetheless, it's a trade. Um, so on the daily, we'll just wait until we hit the bottom pennant. But you could probably ride this. This is actually setting up an entry. If you're going to trade through the night, you could trade this bear flag right here. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. AMC clickbait. Um, it's breaking the trend line right there, like we had discussed. So just look at support. Your next support will probably be that low. It might hit a little bit of resistance right around the 1419 and then the 13, what is that, 38? Um, that's probably your next target, ladies and germs. And then we'll see where that's going, how much money that's going to be taking from that. But I'm sure he's buying more today. buy more, baby. I try to be politically correct. I know I was all last summer I was being politically correct, but now I'm just upset that these guys keep telling people to buy more of this stuff. So I'm lashing out. Okay, so let's take a look at your. Nope, that's not it. Let's take a look at wheat. Wheat, indecisive bar on the 30. It keeps grinding its way up. And this is an overreaction. Today was an inside bar. I know a lot of people want to get in on this, but I feel like you're chasing it. There's no setup there to make the move. So it's going to run, and I'm just going to let it run and just look for a setup. Maybe look for an indication of a reversal. I mean, you could call this a bull flag. Let me enlarge this. This is wheat, by the way. It's a ETF that tracks wheat, and actually, one of my free folk friends brought it to our attention, and he just asked me to clock it for him, so or with him. So if you wanted to give a shot on the long, you could take the break of today's high tomorrow and maybe make that an entry. I just don't like these bars. When I look for a flag, I want to see it open at the low, close at the high, open at the low, close at the high. I don't like these tails in my flags. So I'm not really promoting it. I'm not looking for that trade. It's a possibility, but it's not a high probability trade. So watch it. I think it's more likely to consolidate inside. I don't know how much it's going to hold that price. I definitely think it's overpriced, and yet it's just a crowded trade right now. Everybody's in wheat. Everybody's in the Russian war, Russian Ukraine war trade. So just be careful with that. And URA, which is uranium, and it's the same guy. And I was kind of clocking platinum. I know that Russia's big in platinum. He had informed me that they kind of dominate uranium also. So good trade to look at, but that looks like a shooting star, and it didn't break today. So just keep an eye on it. It could be a consolidation. But in a lot of these trades, um, they get sloppy because they're overcrowded, and then you start getting these big tails, and it's just really indecisive, or at least it gives a bad signal when you see a lot of those tails. So they're very difficult trades to participate in. So I mean, I don't see a setup yet in it, but I'll keep an eye on it. I mean, you could watch this trend line, but this trend line is way down, and that's respecting it fairly nicely. You got to figure there's going to be some overreaction, and it's going to be a little sloppy at the trend line, but it's respecting it. But you could stay bullish above this. It's just you get in high and it comes down, tags this line. You got a lot of work to do to make your money up over there. So that bees uranium, and that's it, man. We looked at everything. Um, and I'm getting beat up on everything I own. So anyway, that's it. It was a heavy day, heavy day. 123 point down. We don't see that very often. Again, I think this is an overreaction. It doesn't feel right. This sell-off doesn't feel right to me. So I'm going to look for a trend reversal tomorrow. I think we'll probably continue the move down tomorrow at the open, and then turn around. And I'm going to look for that trend reversal. And I'm looking for my hammer tomorrow. You know me and my hammers. Big hammer. All right. So everybody, manage your risk, calm and cool. Watch your down. What am I doing here? Watch your downside. Get some meditation in, and good luck trading.